Hi, this is Maginoni, and here's some comic reviews for you. We have World's Finest #1, Earth 2, Stormwatch 9, and Dial H for Hero. Let's do, let's do Stormwatch first. This is going to be a short one. Now, this issue here is primarily setting up two things. You have the Red Lantern coming in, and then it is basically a Midnighter type issue. Now, I think the art is phenomenal. I really enjoy it. I like the battle between the Red Lantern, Apollo, and Midnighter. That part was all good. There's a little too much talking, though, during the battle, which was kind of annoying. But other than that, I thought all this part was good. Now, I didn't like the fact that somebody is taking an interest into the Red Lanterns and they're looking at the ring. So that part is also kind of intriguing to see what they're going to come up with for that. They also have, they bring in a Stormwatch member from the past. So overall, I think they had some good things going in here. Now, even though I'm saying, very positive things about it, I don't think that this was a very strong issue, though. I think, to me, this almost felt like a filler-ish type issue. Granted, something I'm sure is going to spring from this, but to me, you had this big build-up of these other battles and stuff, and it's kind of like a calm before the storm, I guess, so to speak. So it didn't really fill me with a lot of comic love. It was just like, okay, it was entertaining, and then I'm done with it. So that's that. Okay, Dial H. This is one issue I really wasn't sure what to think of. I thought, potentially I thought this could be really cool, and I thought potentially this could be really, sucky. I thought, what, I'll give it a try. And I have to admit, I was really pleasantly surprised. I think the art's probably not going to appeal to everybody, but I think it kind of fits the story. And basically what you're having a situation here is this guy, he's out of shape, he hates himself, he's going through some hard times, and his buddy needs help, and he basically tries to call for police, but he goes to the magical phone booth and dials Hero, and he turns into Boy Chimney. Now, from there, things go crazy. Now, if you're familiar with the Dial H for Hero concept, it's basically what the kid had. I think his name was Robbie. He had a dial, and if he dialed Hero, then a crazy character would come out, like a superhero with a very unusual power, and it would only be he'd only have that thing available, the power for like about maybe 2 or 3 hours or so. And don't quote me on the time frame. It's anywhere between just a few hours. So, it led to some interesting concepts of stories because you have these interesting characters, and you wouldn't see the same hero twice. It was always somebody different, and always something kooky like Boy Chimney. Now, I think what really appeals to me the most about it is the heroes. There's like the Boy Chimney, and I forgot who the other guy was, but he basically controlled people's emotions. He basically pulled out your most sad and horrible emotion, and that's what he used against you, type thing. So I thought, and even the way the guy looked was crazy looking for a superhero. So I thought, that was really good. Now, another thing I found interesting was, in terms of Boy Chimney, he didn't have complete control of Boy Chimney. Basically, he was talking, but yet Boy Chimney had his own persona. And so I think that could prove also to be kind of interesting later on down the road, especially when there's questions of ethics on, do I do the A or B type thing, good or bad. Overall, though, I really did enjoy it. I'm definitely going to get issue #2. And if you're looking for something like a different kind of superhero title, this is another one of those things you might want to give it a try because it's kooky. It's crazy, but it's not crazy in the sense of it's being stupid. Some of the characters might be stupid, but that's part of the charm, I guess you can say, of the book. So this was good. Earth 2, #1, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought, when I saw everything that I saw about this book, I was like, oh boy. Here's Justice League #1 all over again. Superheroes, parademons, send Darkseid back. Restart the story. I was completely wrong. And this made it a truly spectacular book because of that. It was such a really interesting idea that I was very, very pleased. Yeah, I thought the art was good. Basically, the basic story in the nutshell here is you have Earth 2, you have the parademons, and they're basically destroying everything. Pretty much all the superheroes are dead. You just have the big three: Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman's daughter, Robin, and Supergirl. That's it. And basically Bruce has a last-ditch effort plan, Hail Mary pass, that's going to save everybody. And things do not go very well. And I thought they did great. They did a great job. And granted, even though this is the type of story where they can take those types of risks because of that, it's still nice to see crazy stuff happens to the classic superheroes. And for that I was very pleased with. Now, the end of this issue basically has Supergirl and Robin going through this portal of sort, and then they end in the main continuity of the relaunch. So this is your basic transition, one of your transition issues. Also, lays the foundation for their world, what it was like, and it also plants a seed for the next superhero that's going to come out of Earth 2, which is the Flash. And I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to go. Overall, though, I really enjoyed it. Now, World's Finest, The Huntress, and Power Girl. The first time I read it, when I was reading it, I should say, I was like, nothing really special going on. But then as I was reading it, I was like, I was starting to enjoy the issue a lot more. Basically, if you remember from Mr. Terrific, this is, he was, quote unquote, dating Supergirl. And basically what's going on is you have the Huntress and Supergirl. And basically, the Huntress raided some money from Bruce Wayne, and they use that as the seed money to become, to start their business, so to speak. Now, Huntress is using the money that they're getting to improve herself, attack, and things like that, while Supergirl, basically is buying out technology, and what she's trying to do is basically get home. So I'm kind of curious to see if this is the type of how they're going to interact with the rest of the DCU, and if they do eventually go back. There's some potentially interesting things here, because you have the fact that she's, Bruce Wayne's daughter. How is that going to affect Bruce if and when he finds out? So I'm really curious to see how things like that go. Now, I'm not sure how long I'm going to buy this book, because, like I said, while I liked it, this was one of those things that it was a like over time. But and I know you're probably thinking, Majinoni, you're just liking it because there's two hot chicks in the book. And while that might be true, I don't always buy books because there's hot chicks in the book. Otherwise, I'd be buying Great Sonia. But anyways, I did enjoy it, and this is going to be put on my I'll keep buying, but we'll wait and see if it keeps being good pile. Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video if you're done, let me know what you think. And I'll try to get out more reviews later, so until next time.